Hello world, I'm Devamin. Today we're going to be talking about what the internet is, where it came from, and how it works. This is a frequently asked interview question, so make sure you watch this video till the end. What is the internet and how does it work? So what is the internet? In order to understand what the internet really is, we first have to understand what a network is. And a network, it's nothing more than a computer and another computer tied together for communication where they can share files, videos, audio, you name it, between the two, and that's the network. Now, of course, you can have multiple computers on the same network, and of course, those computers can be anything from a cell phone to your printer to your desktop computer, your laptop, your tablet, your smart bulbs, you name it. The internet is what we call when multiple networks around the world are all connected together. The internet is also known as the network of networks. Inter is Latin for in between, and net is a short form for network. So in between networks, two clusters of networks, the connection in between, that's the internet. Which leads us to our next question. Where did the internet come from? The internet was developed in the United States and used by DARPA. Now DARPA stands for Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. DARPA used this private internet for military information gathering and sharing. This information was not available to the public. Then, 20 years later, the internet was first connected in October of 1969, and it was called ARPANET. ARPANET stood for the Advanced Research Project Agency Network. ARPANET was the first public network of networks. Then, 20 years later, the largest and most popular network of networks was invented in 1989 and was invented by Sir Tim Berners-Lee at the Research Institute CERN in Geneva, Switzerland. He called it the World Wide Web. And Sir Tim Berners-Lee also created the new markup language called HTML. Fast forward 21 years, and an approximate 4.5 billion people have internet access worldwide. Now don't get it twisted, the World Wide Web is not the internet. The World Wide Web is only the largest and most popular network of networks. There is, for example, Usenet, which uses NNTP. Email, for example, which uses SMTP, POP3, and IMAP. Then there's chat, which uses IRC. And there are several other network protocols which are not part of the World Wide Web. So how does the internet work? The way most people access the internet is through a browser. When you search for the hostname google.com, your browser sends this request to the router with either an Ethernet cable or through the Wi-Fi. Your router in turn sends this request to your ISP, your Internet Service Provider. Your ISP takes the human legible hostname google.com to a DNS. The DNS stands for Domain Name System. And it's kind of like a phone book where you can look up a human legible host name such as google.com and convert it into a computer legible internet protocol address, also known as the IP address. Now that your ISP has the right IP address, it can go onto the internet backbone and find the computer that has the google.com address. And in this case, the computer is a server inside of a data center. This server then sends an HTML file to your ISP, which then sends it to your router, which then sends it to your browser, which is then able to display the website. And all of this happens in just a fraction of a second. So the next time you browse for something, just take a moment and appreciate all the ingenuity and international efforts that have gone into making all of this possible. My name is Amin, and if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. This is my first video, and I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you very much. Boop.